Password managers. Well known, well used, well loved, and recommended by just about everyone in security. Password managers make it very easy to generate, store, and then use infinite amounts of passwords. This is very important for your security because it compartmentalizes your login credentials. So if there is a leak or a compromise with one service, all of your login credentials have a unique password, so they can't go take that leaked password and stuff it into the login section of other services and thus compromise your credentials because the passwords are all unique. As important as unique passwords are, as it turns out, unique email addresses are even more important. Passwords are renowned for being important, thus there are many policies and measures in place to keep them secure. Email addresses, on the other hand, are not valued as highly, and therefore are not protected as strongly. As a matter of fact, every time you email someone, you are leaking half the credentials for services that you signed up with using that email address. Not only are email addresses half of your login credentials, but email addresses are used for highly targeted phishing campaigns. Attackers' first goal is to isolate you. They want you to be alone so they can focus on you without any other distractions, as they look for both personal and business information that they can use to refine their phishing attacks against you. If they can get your email, then they can get your computer. If they can get your computer, then they can get your company. Just because you aren't valuable enough to be their first target does not mean that you aren't insecure enough to be collateral damage or a stepping stone to a more valuable target. Attackers want your email address to be alone and easy to find and easy to attack. Enveloperty makes your email address one of a million. Defeating them in the inbox before they have a chance to move further into your system destroys their entire campaign before it can even begin. This is like breaking a bank robber's car before they even get to the bank. It upsets their strategy in its infancy to the point where they don't even get close to the valuables they are trying to steal. Enveloperty is deployed as a seamless add-on for Gmail and Outlook. A quick download, a login, and your user is set up with Enveloperty. Enveloperty interacts with the user with a single pane on the right-hand side. This pane can be brought up or minimized, but Enveloperty will continue to run on the back end, continuing the unique email address functionality. This is a snippet of when a user decides to inspect one of their pieces of email. The user easily knows that Enveloperty approves of the piece of email coming in because of the green mark and the approved status within. This approved piece is a combination of Enveloperty's behavioral check and what the user has dictated in terms of people and email addresses that they trust. This is an example of what the user will see when inspecting a piece of email that is not approved. Notice the large sections of red that alert the user that something is up and they need to look into this piece of email further. This piece of email is marked as not approved. Furthermore, the reason it is marked not approved is also displayed in red. We are not saying that this piece of email is malicious. What we are saying is that this email is presenting suspicious behavior, and so the user needs to go in and check this personally to determine if this is just an improperly set up client or if this is malicious. They can deliver a perfect piece of malicious email that's technically perfect and will make it through all the other technical checks for malicious content. But since their behavior was improper, the user is still notified and digs into the parameters of the email, causing their perfect piece of malware to regardless be detected. Phishing is an absolute blight upon society. And if we as a community can stand up, fight, and put a stop to it to any degree, this is going to save so many organizations so much damage. It's going to save people's career. We are always looking for ways to better ourselves. So if you have advice or introductions, please by all means reach out to us. Thanks again.